Good day. For today's lessons, we have two. So the first one is problem and solution. The second one is informational text. So let's go first to our first lesson for week 3, problem and solution. So for our objective, we have to identify possible solutions to problems. So I have here a text. So let's read it. The coronavirus. The coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 has spread all over the world. It is believed to have originated in Wuhan, China. This virus mainly affects the respiratory system of humans. When one gets this virus, he or she may have mild to severe symptoms. Many have already died due to this virus. Meanwhile, some may also show no symptoms. Scientists around the world are doing their best to control the further effects of the virus. Different versions of vaccines have been invented and tested to give immunity to individuals. Also, some countries have already started their vaccination program. It is believed that through these vaccines, governments will be able to control the spread of the virus. So, now let's answer this question. So, can you tell the problem mentioned in the selection above? What is the problem in this selection? Good job. It could be the coronavirus. Can you also identify the possible solution to the problem? Very good. The possible solution could be the vaccine. So, based on the given selection, the problem is the discovery and the spread of COVID-19. This problem even leads to various effects such as having mild to severe symptoms and even death. So, in solving the problem, scientists have worked hard to discover the vaccines that will help in controlling the spread of the virus. So, what is problem and solution? So, problem solution portrays or shows a relationship of ideas in a sentence or selection where one idea presents the problem and the other provides possible solution to it. So, examples. Elena applies for a part-time job as she needs to pay her tuition. So, based on this sentence, what is the problem? Good job. The problem is that she needs to pay her tuition. So, the solution would be Elena applies for a part-time job. So, next one. John is not feeling well, so his parents take him to the hospital. So, based on this, the problem is that John is not feeling well. So, the solution would be his parents take him to the hospital. So, now in your drill board, let's answer this one. Let's answer learning task 1. So, for this time, you will just write the solution to each problem based on the sentence. So, example, Lexi became ill. Her parents took her to the hospital. So, the solution is that her parents took her to the hospital. So, again, you will only write in your drill board the solution. Okay, the solution in the sentence. Okay, so example, Lexi became ill. So, that's the problem. So, the solution, her parents took her to the hospital. And you will only write the solution. Okay, answers only. So, for number 1, I was absent yesterday. I asked my classmates to update me on the lessons discussed. So, what is the solution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time's up, board's up. The correct answer would be I asked my classmates to update me on the lessons discussed. Because the I was absent yesterday is the problem. So, this one is the solution. Number 2, okay, erase your answers. Number 2, Alex failed during his exam last quarter. He now studies well to pass his test. So, based on number 2, what is the solution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times up, boards up. The correct answer would be, he now studies well to pass his test. So, if that is your answer, good job. Number 3. The government provided financial support to families after implementing community quarantine due to COVID-19. So, what is the solution? So, the government provided financial support to families after implementing community quarantine due to COVID-19. So, what is the solution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times up, boards up. The correct answer, the government provided financial support to families. So that is the solution, because the problem is that implementing community quarantine due to COVID-19. So, number 4, Simon found a new job after resigning from his previous work. So, what is the solution? Simon found a new job after resigning from his previous work. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times upwards up. The correct answer is Simon found a new job. So that is the solution, because the problem was resigning from his previous work. Number 5, Carmela lost her ball pen. She asked her parents to buy a new one for her. So what is the solution? Carmela lost her ball pen. She asked her parents to buy a new one for her. So what is the solution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times up, boards up. The correct answer is she asked her parents to buy a new one for her. So, because the problem was Carmela lost her ball pen. So, last number 6. The city experienced severe flooding due to the recent calamity. They will plant more trees next month to prevent this from happening again. What is the solution? The city experienced severe flooding due to the recent calamity. They will plant more trees next month to prevent this from happening again. So, what is the solution? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times upwards up. The correct answer is they will plant more trees next month to prevent this from happening again. So that is the solution, because the problem was the city experienced severe flooding due to the recent calamity. So that is the problem. So if you got all 6, good job. So now, let's answer it on your paper. So, write in your paper, page 21. So, it's copy and answer. Again, copy and answer. You need to copy and answer. So, write there, page 21, learning task 2, and then 1 to 5, and then write each sentences. Okay? Write the sentences in number 1, write the sentences in number 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, what are you going to do? Because you need to box the problem and underline the solution in each item. So, you need to do this on your paper. If you don't have your paper, notebook. Again, box the problem, underline the solution. Okay? So, you need to identify what is the problem and what is the solution. Again, box the problem and then underline the solution. Okay? Underline the solution. Box the problem, underline the solution. Okay, so for number 1, I will just read the sentences. Then after that, I'm going to give you time to copy and answer. So for number 1, the house was burning, so they called the fire station for help. Number 1, the house was burning, so they called the fire station for help. Number 2, Mara asked her sister to bring her assignment notebook to school after failing to bring it. Number 2, Mara asked her sister to bring her assignment notebook to school after failing to bring it. Number 3, Liana cleaned the house. It was really messy after the party. Number 3, Liana cleaned the house. It was really messy after the party. Number 4, many animals are illegally hunted. Rangers are now guarding the forest. Number 4, many animals are illegally hunted. Rangers are now guarding the forest. Number 5, Martha is looking for her toy after missing it in the garden this morning. Number 5, Martha is looking for her toy after missing it in the garden this morning. So again, box the problem and underline the solution. So if you're not yet done, click the pause button. If you're done, click the play button. So for number 1, again, put check if your answer is correct, X if it's incorrect. So for each number, you will get 2 checks. So 1 check for the problem and 1 check for the solution. So number 1, the problem is the house was burning. If this is your answer, if you box this one, put a check. So the solution, they call the fire station for help. So put again another check. So for number 1, we have 2 check. Okay, so the solution, they call the fire station for help. Number 2, the problem was failing to bring it. And then the solution, Mara asked her sister to bring her assignment notebook to school. So again, if your answer is correct, for the problem, 1 check. If your answer is correct in solution, 1 check. Number 3, Liana cleaned the house. It was really messy after the party. So messy after the party, that is the problem, and Liana cleaned the house is the solution. So again, 1 check and 1 check. Number 4, many animals are illegally hunted, so that is the problem. So the solution, rangers are now guarding the forest. Number 5, missing it in the garden is the problem, and the solution, Martha is looking for her toy. So 1 check. So all in all, that is 10. So if you got 10, good job. So now in the comment section below, let's do the learning task 3. So you need to read the selection below, the box, and then think of 2 to 3 possible solutions. Okay, you will give 3 solutions, 2 to 3 solutions to the given problem. So you write your answer in the comment section. So Diane always comes late to school. She misses some of her exams and activities. Her teacher warns her that she might fail some of her subjects if she will not be able to come to class on time. So give 3 solutions, 2 to 3 solutions in the comment section below so that you can help Diane. Okay, so that you can help Diane. Give her 2 to 3 solutions so that she will not be failed in her subject. So if you're not yet done, click the pause button. If you're done, click the play button. Now let's have the last lesson for this video. So this is informational text. This is for week 4. So our objective, identify and use the elements of an informational or factual text heard. So I have here an example of informational text. So Calabarzon, truly amazing. Calabarzon, also known as Southern Tagalog, is considered as one of the largest regions in the country in terms of population. It is composed of 5 provinces, such as Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. It derived its name from the names of these 5 provinces. The famous Tagaytay City is located in Cavite. Batangas Province is the home to one of the most active volcanoes in the country, the Mount Taal. Dr. Jose P. Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna. Quezon Province is known for its colorful Pahiyas Festival. Province of Rizal is the place which gave birth to various national artists. Truly, Calabarzon is an amazing place to visit and explore. So this one is an example of informational text. So what are informational texts? So informational text presents factual or true details of information about particular persons, places, things, events, and topics. This text may also be written using varied purposes, such as to inform, educate, and even persuade. Here are the following forms of informational text. So the first one, we have sequence. So it describes the things or events in the proper order. So it also tells the steps on how to do something. So sequence, order. So remember that it tells the steps on how to do something. So the keywords are, you can easily know if the informational text is a sequence if you can see first, second, next, then, before, after, finally, following, now, soon, not long after, or if it tells a step. Okay, example, how to wash clothes. So the first one, you need to separate the white clothes to colored clothes. Second, soak the white clothes first, and then after that, you wash it first. Okay? After all of the white clothes are done, next, you put the colored clothes and then soak it and then wash it. And then, you need to rinse it. And then finally, you can put it at the rooftop or you can dry it on the you can dry it outside. Okay? So again, sequence, it tells order or it tells the steps on how to do something. Next one, cause and effect. So it identifies why something happens or happened and its possible effects. Okay? So cause and effect. Example, I have a toothache because I ate too many chocolates. So that one is an example of cause and effect because it tells why something happened and it tells the possible effects. So the keywords that we can see if that informational text is a cause and effect if we can see these words. So, because, since, therefore, if, then, this led to, reason why, as a result, consequently, may be due to, effect of, and for this reason. So, another one, description, another form of informational text. So, actually, this one is the easiest. So, description is just describes a person, a place, a thing, event, etc. So, it includes its features, characteristic, and examples. So, keywords, for instance, such as to begin with, an example, characteristics, to illustrate. So, whenever it describes a person, it's a description. Okay? So, you need to remember that description, it describes. Okay? Next, comparison and contrast. It presents similarities. What is there? The same. Okay? Similarities and differences. Okay? What is different from one another? Between two or more persons, places, things, and topics. So, the keywords are same as, similar, alike, as well as, not only, but also, both, instead of, either, or on the other hand, different from, as opposed to. For the last one, we have problem and solution, another form of informational text. So, just like our lesson, it presents the problem, okay, the problem and the solutions to it. So, question is, these are the keywords. Question is, dilemma is, the puzzle is. To solve this, one answer is, one reason for the blank. So, again, so problem, there's a problem, and then after that, you give solution. So, therefore, it's a problem and solution. So last, persuasion. So it convinces a person to agree or believe on a certain issues or stand. So the keywords are surely, it is certain, therefore, consequently, convince, agree, conclude. Okay, so now in your paper, get your paper, answers only, write page 23, learning task 1. So, and then write 1 to 6, answers only. So, what are you going to do? So, match the descriptions in column A with the items being described in column B. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. So, for number 1, what informational text is it? It convinces a person to agree of certain issues. Is it A, sequence, B, cause and effect, C, description, D, comparison and contrast, E, problem and solution, F, persuasion, A, B, C, D, E, or F. So, answers only, letters only. So, number 2, it tells a problem and possible solution to it. Is it A, B, C, D, E, or F? Number 3, it shows similarities and differences between 2 or more items. So, A, B, C, D, E, F. Number 4, it provides description of a person, place, thing, topic, or etc. Again, it provides description of a person, place, thing, topic, etc. Is it letter A, sequence, B, cause and effect, C, description, D, comparison and contrast, E, problem and solution, or F, persuasion? Number 5, it identifies the cause, why something happens or happened, and its possible effect or effects. Okay, again, number 5, it identifies the cause, why something happens or happened, and its possible effects. So, is it letter A, sequence, B, cause and effect, C, description, D, comparison and contrast, E, problem and solution, or letter F, persuasion? Last, number 6, describes the order of things or events. Describes the order of things or events. So, is it letter A, B, C, D, E, or F? So, if you're not yet done, click the pause button. If you're done, click the play button. So, for number 1, we have, by the way, put a check if your answer is correct and X if your answer is incorrect. Number 1, letter F, it's persuasion. It convince, right? Number 2, letter E, there's problem and solution. Number 3, letter D, comparison and contrast. Again, similarities, right? And differences. So, that is comparison and contrast. Number 4, letter C, provides description. So, it's already right there. So, it's letter C. Number 5, letter B, cause and effect. And last number, letter A, sequence. So, if you got all 6, very good. Okay, now, let's do this one. Answers only. Again, just write in your paper, page 24, learning task 2. And can you see the box? So, at the top, so you're going to choose your answer there, letters only. So, A, description, B, problem and solution, C, comparison and contrast, D, cause and effect, E, sequence, and F, persuasion. So, what are you going to do? So, I have here 6 examples of informational text. Now, you are going to identify what kind of informational text they are. Okay? So, we have A, B, C, D, E, or F. You base it on you base your answer on the sentences that I'm going to read. Okay? So, for number 1, in planting flower seeds, get a pot and place soil in it. Then, put the flower seeds in it. Water it regularly and expose it to appropriate amount of sunlight. Is it A, B, C, D, E, or F? Number 2. Many pupils got sick due to the constantly changing weather. To solve this concern, the local health officials had checked the vital signs of the pupils. They also distributed medicines and vitamins. So, what informational text is this? Is it letter A, B, C, D, E, or F? Number 3. We must act now. We have to save our environment. Plant trees, conserve energy and water. We can do something. Save Mother Earth. A, B, C, D, E, F. Number 4. Mount Taal is considered as the world's smallest volcano. It is also one of the most active volcanoes in the country. It is known as a volcano island situated at the center of Taal Lake. So, what kind of informational text is it? Is it A, B, C, D, E, F? Number 5. Due to heavy rains, streets become flooded. Number 5. Due to heavy rains, streets become flooded. A, B, C, D, E, or F? Number 6. Lukban and Tagaytay are both famous for their cold weather. Due to the cold weather, locals become successful in doing different agricultural activities. Lukban is located in Quezon Province, while Tagaytay City is in Cavite Province. So, what does it show? Is it A, B, C, D, E, or F? If you're not yet done, click the pause button. If you're done, click the play button. So, put a check if your answer is correct and X if it's incorrect. For number 1, it's letter E. Why? Because it tells you the steps on how to plant flower seeds. So, it tells sequence. And there's a word then. Okay, number 2. Letter B. It's problem and solution. Why? The problem was many pupils got sick. Okay? Due to the changing weather. So, that is the problem. So, the rest, to solve, right? To solve this concern. So, they gave solution. So, it means that it's problem and solution. So, it's letter B. Number 3, we must act now. Okay? It's letter F. It's persuasion because it convinces you to act now to save our environment. Number 4, it's letter A because it describes the Mount Taal. Okay, it tells the characteristic of the Mount Taal. So, it's letter A. Number 5, it's letter D. It's cause and effect. So, due to heavy rains, streets become flooded. So, the cause is the heavy rain. So, the effect, streets become flooded. So, it is cause and effect. Number 6, the answer is letter C, comparison and contrast. Why? Because they compared Lukban and Tagaytay. So, it's comparison and contrast. So, if you're able to answer all 6, very good. And that ends our lesson. Goodbye!